I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably still too frazzled from the whole bee thing that happened yesterday and today, where wasps just got into my home to do commentary real good. But I'm gonna do commentary practice. That's said I was. Come on, Chips, go for it. Also, I got the GDQ shirt on today, so it's like, I'm so proud of this, man. I'm so proud of this. This is one of my favorite shirts now. Anyway, this isn't what I'm going to be wearing for the thing. I have that packed away. That'll be a secret surprise, right? Let's give some fake commentary. And hope no more bees and wasps get in the goddamn room. Hello, Midwest Speed Fest. My name is Turtle, and this is Pit People. Pit People is a top-down tactical game, very much like Fire Emblem or XCOM, except, well, it's got the Behemoth flair to it. The Behemoth is the studio who made this game, and you might also know them from Alien Hominid, Castle Crashers, Battle Block Theater, this game, or their newest game, Alien Hominid Invasion. They have a very kooky, wacky, zany style full of puns and jokes. It's great. I love this game. I love all of their games. But yeah, we'll be starting off this one turning off permadeath because that's slow, and skipping intro because that's slow. We do have a couple more settings to adjust here. Turning on subtitles because we're cool. I'll turn down the fart noises for you guys. You're welcome. I'm gonna make sure I can use Nitro really quickly. One is a horrible keybind for Nitro. Right click or left click. Right click? One of the clicks. Anyways. Also, we do have to turn on stream-friendly music, so everyone in chat, I want you to do this for me right now, or at the end of the run, or just sometime within the next week. Listen to Wash My Hands by Cormac. Like, Wash My Hands by Kormac. It's the lobby theme within the game. It's so good. Like, I listen to it at work. That's how good it is. Like, in my casual life, I will listen to it. But it gets turned off for stream friendly, so we don't get to hear it today, which is sad. But you can listen to it while you're listening to the stream if you want. I'm not. There's nothing stopping you from pulling open another tab right now, is there? Huh? Unless you're watching this on like a phone, in which case, go get someone else's phone. Have one phone up with the stream and the other phone up with Wash My Hands. Anyways, we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So, we get some free time loss because of having Castle Crashers and Battle Block Theater in my PC. Whoops, oh well. And we have the first major randomness to run, and we get good RNG. Awesome. So as I set up my units here, ooh, let's grab a banana. Oh, I like the large nanner. Yes, please. So we have... Will you be fine? Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay. So at the start of the game, we have 5 story characters in this game. Those I will introduce in a sec, but 4 of them are humans. Humans are kind of the jack of all trades, master of none race in this game. They can wield tons of different weapon types. They have decent movement, decent health, decent stats. Did I not pick up the quest? Did I fail to pick up the quest? Am I an idiot? I might be an idiot. Okay, luckily we can just walk right back in. Okay, yeah, I failed to pick up the quest, like an idiot. It's okay, we got another nitro out of it. Awesome! No big deal. Time loss happens all over the place. So, okay, there we go. There's the golden arrows. Yeah, humans are jacks of all trades, master of none. We are going to give our humans specifically helmet smashers or mallets or hammers, whatever you want to call them. We're going to give them as many of those as we, have available in the early game, because we are going to go up into this first chapter, which has tons of helmets. This guy is literally called Helmetor. He's the boss, and this area is called Helmetor's Fortress. So yeah, we're going to get a weapon type that destroys helmets. on all of our humans that we can, fit one on. And we did get an extra human as well in the rando, which is the luck, because the other race that we have access to at the start of the game, Yosef? Thank you. The other race that we have access to at the start of the game is the cupcake. You'll see gluten here is the story cupcake that you get. Cupcakes are the healer unit. That's all they do. They heal. They don't do any damage ever for any reason unless it's like a slight amount of damage to themselves, which yes, they will do that. So we don't like cupcakes. Cupcakes are slow. You have to waste time moving them. They waste space in your party. And so I don't like the cupcakes. On starting a new file, aside from the 5 guaranteed characters, you have a 6th character who has a random chance of being a human or a cupcake, about 50-50 of each. And so we actually did get the good luck, thank God, by grabbing a little cupcake for ourselves. I'm going to move you in a little bit of a specific way to set up for a strat that needs to happen later on. But hey, we got a 2-turn game. Good. Because yeah, the objective for this first map, I believe 15 maps, 15 maps in the campaign, is to just bum rush Helmetor up here. We're just going to break some gates, hit him a bunch, and that's it. I mean, there's a little more strategy to that. Like, the cupcake that I just positioned right there, I positioned very, very intentionally to body block this kobold. Because this guy has 4 movement, and he loves to chase down Yosef in particular. For some reason. I don't know, I don't question it. The AI in this game does mysterious things, as we will very much see throughout the run. It is all about rolling with the punches. And move you here, you here, you here, you... I lied, Yosef. Yes, I want. Okay. Cool. So yeah. Right, let's talk about our heroes. So, gluten is a cupcake, gluten doesn't matter. Don't care, bye. This unit, named Waste, is our random unit, the 6th unit that we get the game. I'll call them Rando, for the one chapter that we have them, spoilers. Yeah, Rando doesn't end up mattering all that much in the end. Hold on. Go here. You Jabatum. You Jabutum. Alright. Good sauce. But then, for the others, Yosef is this blonde demi-cyclops. He has throwing axes, which means he outputs less damage, but I can use him at range, meaning he doesn't need to get up right close and personal with everyone else. Here. Boop. So that's Yosef. Like, you can see, there are only 3 spaces to attack this gate, but since Yosef has a ranged weapon, he can throw at it from afar, and just barely to break. Sad. Horatio. Horatio is the guy with a big fancy mustache. He's like the main character of the plot, which I'll get into later. But he is, a cool dad. That's his character. Cool dad. Good job, Horatio. You have a son who's alive. I promise. He'll have a helmet smasher for most of the run. No. Although, depending on what I unlock, I might switch him over to a sword towards the end. We'll see how that one goes. He just outputs big damage. He also has a big shield, which will help him tank arrow shots. Which is why I put him over here. And the archer never hits him. Okay. Yep, that's why we turn permanent off, by the way. Okay. Here, you go back around. Yeah, you'll be fine there. Next up, Sophia, who has the Hattie Haddington app. Sophia has a net and a light sword, which means she outputs very little damage, all things considered, but she has 4 movement tiles. As well as that net will come very, very handy in just a sec, as well as later on in the run. Keep an eye on that. And then Pippi, the princess, she has a hammer. Hammer good. You're welcome. That's really all you need to know about Pippi and her playstyle. But yeah, so we sacrificed our cupcake way back here to just get these guys off our tail, which worked super well. And so now our only job is to keep Sophia alive. That is a requirement for this map. If she dies, I can just reset the map. Not too much of a time loss, like 4 or 5 minutes at most. But, not optimal. So we'll try and do what we can to keep her alive. But the game doesn't have... Oh, never mind. We're going to talk about that in a sec. Later in a sec. Because we have beaten Helmetor to about 2/5 of his health, which triggers the end sequence where he decides, it's not worth fighting these guys anymore. I'm going to go to space to run away from them. So here we are in space. Welcome to space. Very spacey. Make Wheatley jokes now. And so we are going to get him back. Helmetor actually killed Pippi's dad, so she's a little bit mad at him for, you know, obvious reasons. Okay, enemy spawn 4. Bad RNG. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the RNG. So that first chapter is fairly stable. There's a lot that still goes on, especially with the enemy movements. But for example, every enemy that spawns is a guaranteed spawn. There are no random spawns. Then we get to this map, where there are anywhere between 3 and 5 enemies that will spawn on this map. The chance of enemies sort of works in tandem with how many units you have left alive. So since we killed our cupcake off, there is a slightly higher chance that we'll get a low enemy spawn, and then that just didn't happen and we got a high enemy spawn anyways. Hooray. Very fun. Thank you, game. We deal with it. So Helmetor is guaranteed to spawn, as is 1 melee unit, as is 1 archer. We just got 2 extra archers here, so we'll deal with it. It's totally fine. This will happen a lot throughout the run where the bonus units will just spawn, and we just deal with it. A lot of this run is just learning how to deal with it, and so that's what we will be doing. You might notice that even though the objective of this map was to kill Helmetor, I'm not doing that. And that's because this game has a mechanic where you can get new friends, recruit new allies. I call this kidnapping, because that's funny. Like, haha, kidnapping jokes. In order to do that, you need to have the unit you want to kidnap be the last unit left alive on the map. And so that means we have to take out everyone except Helmetor, since, spoilers, we'll be getting Helmetor as an ally. It's a little difficult to bring everyone else down without hurting him at all, but that is what I'm going to try to do to the best of my ability here. Pippi's looking a little low, and I did kill off my healer, so the only way I can heal right now is by getting level ups, which don't actually give, like, stats. Well, they give, like 1 stat maybe every 10 level ups. It's meant so that, like, if you have a level 1 character, they're actually about equivalent in terms of, like, DPS and output and stuff to a level 99 character. But yeah, they're like, there's a level up on yours. Oh, and there's level up on Pippi. Heals are up. Perfectly good. Awesome. We might want one on Rando as well. But yeah, the level ups, we'll really just be using them to heal, since they don't actually give a bunch of, like, damage output or anything. It's definitely convenient that they heal, though, because we like that. Alright, let's have Sophia get a little further away. As you can see, I'm just whittling down all of these units as best as I can, keeping my guys on them. Let's also quickly talk about the attack RNG in this game. So if you are only next to 1 enemy, like Horatio is right there, you will only ever attack that enemy. It's a 100% chance, or at least for melee units like this. If you're next to 2 enemies, like I'm going to do with Yosef here, then it actually becomes a 50-50 between the 2 units that you're next to. If you're next to 3 units as a melee, 33% chance each. And so on and so forth. It gets even worse when you have range units who have a base attack speed area of 12. So you can have like a 1 in 12 chance to hit the target you want if you're completely surrounded, which is, you know, never gonna happen, but
you're quite
like,
good
theoretically, it could.
By, aren't you, my
yep. I skip cutscene, please, thank you. But yeah, so one of the things that we do in order to, you know, speedrun fast is just mitigate the RNG as much as absolutely possible by positioning our units in places where we know that they will only ever attack 1 enemy, and it's the enemy that we want them to, or where they have the highest chance to attack the 1 enemy that we want them to. So yeah, let's not forget to pick up the quest this time. You can't do a quest if you never choose the quest. And as we make our way through the overworld map, which I'll talk about at some point in the future, sometime, maybe, probably, possibly, let's talk a little bit about the story of the game. So I mentioned that Horatio is like the main protagonist. Even though it is Hippie whose dad died to kind of like kick off the start of the plot. Oh my god, where's the entrance? Where's the entrance to the Cupcake City? Oh no. Oh no, get out of the way. Overworld movement can be a pain sometimes, but you just deal with it. You know. Anyways, yeah. Well, Hippie's story is the one that's played out in the intro. The remainder of the story is definitely Horatio's. Because our objective, now that we've gotten revenge on Helmator by making him a good guy, is to retrieve Horatio's son, and also read the cupcake names as I hover over them while I tell you all this. So, in order to get Horatio's son back, Horatio's son was kidnapped by a giant space bear. So in order to get Horatio's son back, we have to go to space. In order to go to space, we need to have a spaceship. In order to have a spaceship, we need to know where a spaceship is. In order to know where a spaceship is, we need Yosef's other eye, which knows where everything is. In order to have Yosef's eye, or know where everything is, we need to find Yosef's eye, who knows where everything is. In order to find Yosef's eye, we need to get to Yosef's friend, who knows where Yosef's other eye is. In order to get to Yosef's friend, luckily we know where he is. He's at the Bloodbath Lagoon, so we need to go to the Bloodbath Lagoon. In order to go to the Bloodbath Lagoon, we need a golden ticket. In order to get that golden ticket, we need to get the last one left from this guy Jerkomedes who stole it. And in order to get the last golden ticket from Jerkomedes, we need to do what Jerkomedes says, which is murder a retirement home full of cupcakes. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this map. As you can see, I'm doing very, very poorly at it, and that's intentional. I'm not going to do the whole like, oh no, I'm going to fail the quest. I'm going to fail the quest. That's intentional, 100%. You're supposed to kill all the cupcakes in 10 turns, which is slow. And so instead, what I do, you can just fail this quest, and the game will let you progress anyway. So I just skip all the dialogue. I don't move, so I don't have any of my own units' movement to wait through, their attacks to wait through. I just stand here. And that's the end of the chapter. So, as we go back, let's recap, because there will be a test at the end of the speedrun for you guys to remember what the plot was. So, we have defeated a cupcake home full of old people to get a golden ticket to go to the Bloodbath Lagoon to get Yosef's friend, who knows where Yosef's eye is, so we can find Yosef's eye, get Yosef's eye, so we can use Yosef's eye to find ourselves a spaceship, so we can get the spaceship, so we can go to space, so we can save so we can save Horatio's son from the giant space bear that kidnapped him. You are welcome. I love this game, man. It's so good. Yeah, I definitely do need a little bit of a breather after that rap that I do. Oh man, it's worth it though. It's so worth it. Hopefully I do have enough moolah. You'll notice that I am moving near enemies as well as collecting money as I move across the overworld, and that is because with 150 gold you can buy nitro. And you know, as you saw, I was using nitro to speed up my movement. We can't get a lot of it and spam it constantly because, well, you only have 8 slots and we don't get a ton of money throughout the run either. But nitro, when used, oh, hold on. Oh, right, this is this map. I'll talk about the maps eventually, but when you use nitro, you can do something like this and kill enemies immediately running through them, which also grants you extra gold. So, I'm getting you out of my way. So that also saves me from using the cannon shot, which is my other way of getting around enemies. So, let me use the cannon on you. I hope don't come towards me. Thank you. So yeah, it's a mix. The overworld is a mixture of using your nitro well and sparingly to keep moving fast and taking out enemies, but not like waste it. And then using your cannon in the meantime to knock out enemies temporarily so you can move through them. So we don't want to fight any extra fights. Those are long and slow and lame and boring. So yeah, no. But we now will be having our first, I'd say, major RNG chapter of the run. So chapter 1 can be kind of crazy. Chapter 2 is basically fixed. You just hold space and click and it skips the dialogue and all the turns and you're done. Chapter 3. So, first off, number of enemies that spawn is random. We got the minimum spawn, which is beautiful. Second off, cannons. Yes, we're hitting Leviathan. Yes, she didn't dodge. Oh, we're off to a beautiful start already. Awesome. Very, very juicy. Absolutely exactly what I want from the run so far. But the cannons. So the enemy has up to 3 cannons that the enemies will have to be standing on in order to fire. They'll attack random spaces with a priority of attacking our own cannons. We have 3 cannons that'll do the same thing, and oh, we got unlucky. We didn't actually prioritize any of their cannons. Because the thing is, oh, we got majorly lucky there. Actually, holy balls! I'll take it. If you are in the center of a cannon shot, or the enemy is in the center of a cannon shot, you will be knocked back. There is zero way of avoiding it. And if you're in the middle of a cannon shot on a cannon, you will get knocked off the cannon, like Captain Leviathan and this one other chump did there. So you really, really want to get some lucky things where they're not attacking your cannons. Therefore, you can stand on the cannons, and therefore you have a chance to knock them off their cannons. Also, these guys have a chance to knock you off like that. Thank you for proving my point, game. Oh my god. But I think one more cannon round should be enough to do it. Just gonna move you back here. Pippi, get off there. Alright. Yep. So, as long as this guy doesn't knock me off again, I'm almost certain that we should be able to advance to the next stage of the fight after 2 more cannon shots here. So, I'd say this is about average cannon luck. We got off to a pretty bad start and got that 1 knockback by this jerk. We do also... Did we just kill a guy with cannon? That's actually really rare. I would much rather hit Leviathan 3 times, the main boss, but oh well. Also, the audience is going to chant, Chog! 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 I love this game. Chog is the name of a certain character in the Bloodbath Lagoon. We'll be meeting him in just a sec. He's beautiful. I love Chog. Chog is just great in every possible way. But that'll come in a little bit. For now, our mission is to defeat Captain Leviathan. Thankfully, she walked right up towards us. So, Helmetor, who I'll talk about, I should have talked about Cyclopses earlier, but let me talk about Cyclopses now. Helmetor is a Cyclops. Cyclopses take up 2 party spaces, so you notice I had to get rid of both Cupcake and Rando in order to get the Cyclops on the party. And there's a reason for that. So while they do take up 2 spaces, and their other major downside is that they only have 2 movement speed, Cyclopses are buses. Not the type that only leaves the station every 21 frames, but the type that hits you and you die, and you try to hit it and nothing happens. He is just a complete and utter tank. And like, there are certain maps in this game that Helmetor can straight up solo. Like, no joke. He will beat people to death.
Yeah!
Oh, cool! I got a little gift. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, game. But yeah, with us focusing down Leviathan so quickly, the audience is chanting Chog again. Chog, 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 Chog. Chog! 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 Here he is, folks. The man, the myth, the legend. Well, he's not a man, but he is a myth. He is a legend. It's Chog! I love this map. This map is great. Aside from these enemies that just spawned, which I'll talk about in just a sec, they're some of the worst enemies in the entire game. So, these are Octoclopses. Octoclopses die in 1 hit to Helmetor. Boop. So you might be thinking, oh, he obliterates them. What's the problem with them? Well, you see, dear viewer, Octoclopses, when they attack, have a small chance of turning your ally red. When that happens, your ally completely loses their entire turn. You do not get to move them. They will not attack anything. You just lose a turn for no reason. It's horrible. I hate the Octoclopses so much. Thank God this is the only map where they appear in the main campaign. But, as you're about to see, they appear in groups of 2 about every 3 turns, sometimes even quicker than that if I can get objectives like the tentacles out fast. A minimum 2 human spawn here is good, but this is a guaranteed 2 Octoclops spawn here. It's like there are actually so many events that happen right here because they did not expect you to break the tentacle that fast. They expected these events to be spaced out a little more, but I speedrun. When I put the 4 humans in those positions, it's a guaranteed tentacle break every single time. So, you know, I know those positions by heart now, and I can just, you know, do them and break the tentacles, guaranteed. We'll see how the rest of the tentacles go, because these humans can get in the way. But, yeah, for now, we'll just fingers crossed that he doesn't get turned into a red. Okay, thank God. So yeah, we leave Helmator back here because the humans, if all 4 of them are attacking the tentacle, they will guaranteed break that tentacle. Like that. So I'm manipulating the humans to only attack the tentacle. I'm manipulating Helmator to only attack the Octoclopses. And therefore we're basically destroying something at every turn. Which is fast, and fast is good. This would probably be a good time for donations and actual runs. So I am going to take like a breath break. Just don't care about your dialogue. Don't say anything, please. Alright, stay hydrated. So yeah, we're just moving forward as best as we can here. And yeah, we've already destroyed all 4 tentacles, which means we get to fight Chog's face. There's a lot of technical details to fighting his face that all mostly spare you. But no, the entire point of the commentary is to talk. I should not spare you from any of the details. By the way, Yosef's friend is not Chog. Yosef's friend is little red guy with the explosive mortar gun thing. That's Uvulor. He's a Uvula parasite. This game's lore is perfect. Do not question anything. But we also are having our first introduction to a new type of enemy here, and that is this guy, the Pixie. Pixies deal giant explosions as damage. They're AoE, and they're big. So, yeah, these guys can be a problem. They're also really evasive, but if you can't hit them, they have low health. So, where do I want to put certain people is always the question of the day. I'm going to put you here, actually, so you can slam this helmet face in. Pop! Yeah, give me free money. If you do good things, you get free money. But, yeah, here's where we go into the technicality of the Chog phases. If you do damage to Chog at all by any source on a given turn, Chog, or Uvulor will retreat, and you have to bust open the mouth again. So, it can be very tedious and annoying to, you know, hit Chog's mouth open, have him knock your units back, get as many of them close as you can to Uvulor, beat him up, beat him up, beat him up, and then, you know, repeat, rinse and repeat. So I'll be able to have all 4 of my humans hit him guaranteed this turn, which is really nice. But, yeah, sometimes you can only get a couple of humans close enough, like last turn, but with this turn, I'll be able to bop, 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 bop. And again, those are 4 guaranteed hits, no one else is within range. These guys are just going to wail on this little Uvula as much as they want. Beautiful Uvula phase. We'll probably need 1 more of those, maybe 2 if I get unlucky. But, you know, we'll play it where it lies, Squidward. You never know. Unfortunately, I have been moving Helmator up, which is good, because it means he might be able to get a hit on Uvulor. But it's bad, because it means that he's no longer able to get back there and one-shot those guys. So, you know, mixed bag. I'm gonna... Actually, no, Pippi, you need to come, like, here. You know what? We're gonna sacrifice Fly Sophia. She'll distract them on the back lines. Sucks to be her, but that's probably the best strategy we can do. Again, Permadeath has turned off. So, heck it. Okay, Helmator got knocked back. That's sad. Yeah, if Sophia dies, I don't really care. We don't need her alive this chapter like we did in chapter 1. Rip and Pep. I think if we have all of our humans up here... Oh, I finally get to show you at the very end of the run that he turned red. Okay, we did get enough hits in. That noise means that we've won the fight. So, Uvulor has now joined the party. In the cutscene, if you don't like Squick, turn off your ears. Yosef eats Uvulor. He goes like, oh, and so now Uvulor is his parasite instead of Chog's. Have I mentioned that I love this game? I love this game. Oops, too far up. This game is just so great on so many levels. I swear, man. But we now just gotta, I'm gonna Nitro to make sure I kill him. He's gotta make it back up to home base, and we're getting moved. Okay.
And watch us all drown, psych.
So yeah, let's talk about the maps now that that's happened. There are 5 different overworld maps in this game, each of which is randomly chosen from at the start of the game, and once in approximately the middle of the game they'll remove you. Hi, I don't care about that. So we got moved really early, actually, which is maybe a blessing or a curse, because I don't know what map we're on, and I don't know where we are on that map. Some spots are just straight up better than others. Some maps are just straight up better than others. It's a lot about how I read which map we're on and react to it. And... Oh, okay. I'm saying this is a bad spawn point. This is a bad spawn point. We're gonna need to make this trip a couple of times, and it's pretty far up to the far northwest of the map here, but we'll do it. That's what we gotta do. So, plot, lore. Jerkomedes has stolen the bridge to Mount Olympus, which is where Yosef's eye is. So we need to get up there, but Jerkomedes stole the bridge. So what are we going to do? Well, we got another favor for Jerkomedes, just like we did with the cupcake old person house. This time, though, it's not going to slide if we just cheat. So we do need to actually do his intended quest, which is to get a orphan for him. He wants an orphan. We got a 5 spawn. Okay, that's pretty bad RNG. You can have a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 6. 6 is actually usually better for a reason that we'll get into later. But 5 is one of the worst RNGs you can see here. So, oh well, we roll with those punches. It is totally fine that bad things happen sometimes. That's just the way life is, you know? It's just the way life is. Yeah, so here at Randall's Discount Orphanage is one of the best areas in the game. If you saw the roof of the building says, help me. One of the best jokes in the entire game, and it is a blink and you'll miss it, like half-second thing. This game is just so good, so funny. It's perfect in like every way, man, I swear. But yeah, so the orphans, however, they don't want to come with us. They're being a little uppity. They are Annie when she is like in like the phase of the movie where I haven't watched Annie in a long time. There's probably a phase of the movie where she and Daddy Warbucks fight, because that's how all movies work. The protagonists will always fight right before the final end of at the end of the second act. But yeah, these orphans don't want to come with us. We're gonna make them come with us because we need one of them. It's the lore. Can't deny the lore. Sorry, orphans. And that means kidnapping one. So, out of all of these, we have 2 humans. We have a mushroom, which is no longer alive because Helmet Smashers destroy those. And I have 3 Helmet Smasher units, one of whom is Helmator. So yeah, just obliterates my hands. It's great. You go here. I'm actually not... I lied, I want you to come down here. This guy's being a problem. So yeah, mushrooms get crystallized super easy. Humans we already know about. Robots. Robots will come more into play later, but they're normal enough units. They can stun on melee hit, and they have a range attack that can chain bounce between units, which is bad. We don't want that to happen at all if we can help it. So we are going to just attempt to stun him with Yosef. If I can... Nope, didn't get lucky with that. As the rest of our units take out the humans. The last guy is this troll. Trolls are very similar to Cyclopses in that they take double the amount of space in your barracks. And also it means they hit like trucks and tank like trucks. So instead of killing this walking truck behind us, we're going to kidnap him. So that means we get to leave him alive and ignore him for most of the fight, while everyone else comes down here and focuses on, the squishy units. So please die. Good. There we go. So that means I will throw a net, and we will have our orphan. Awesome. Conveniently, another orphan just happens to walk up. This is Cornelius Happy Days. He's the good, plucky orphan who would never try to fight anyone and just wants some parents. Isn't that great? Well, we'll see if Jerkmedes wants him. I can assure you, with the tone of this game, everything is going to go A-okay. What is the worst that could happen? Right? So we're going to deliver... Oh, I didn't use my campfire because I'm dumb. Oh well. I still have pretty good health. It's fine. So, we really, really need some good RNG here, because there's about a 10% chance that a pixie appears in the previous map. There's about a 90% chance that a pixie appears in this map. Oh, we got one! In fact, this is one of the best spawns. 3 enemies with a pixie. Good stuff. Awesome. So, Jerkmedes, it turns out he wanted a fresh orphan. Yes, that is the game. Again, I love this game. It's perfect in every way. Well, we didn't get him a fresh orphan. He's a little bit peeved about that. So he's gonna sick some dudes on us. We're gonna beat him up. And it turns out you can completely ignore this enemy. But otherwise, the last enemy of the normies left alive is given to you for free. No cage required. No net required. So what we can do is just sick all of our DPS right onto the units that we don't want. This Spidar, I don't need to describe Spidars, they don't matter. And this Cyclops, and the fairy, the pixie, will be left alive and we'll get it for free, which is amazing. And we're getting orphan. Alright. So, the problem with leaving that little chump alive is that every time he attacks your units, they turn into orphans for a turn. That is actually what it's called. They're orphanized. He's the orphanized friend. You just don't get to use them for a turn. The enemies won't attack them, at least. So it can be decent to defensively place people near the orphanizer to get defensively orphanized on occasion, but usually you just don't want to get orphanized at all. If we can kill him this turn, awesome. That's the end of the map. Yeah, that is a really fast map with that lucky spawn. And we get a pixie for our team. See, I mentioned in the middle of chapter 3, pixies have an AoE fireball that they can shoot at range, and they also have a very high dodge chance. They're the glass cannon race of this game, and if you've ever seen a speedrun before, glass cannons tend to be pretty good, because when it comes to speedruns and risk rewards, we just make strats that take all of the reward with none of the risk. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing with Puppy Person, our pixie here. And yeah, it's super good. You can get 2 of them in rare seeds. In even rarer seeds, you'll get none of them. But for now, we got 1. That is all we need, baby. In fact, yeah, that is the most common, so I know what strat I'm doing. We no longer need Sophia. We no longer need a net. Let's give you... Ooh, I like that hairstyle. Yes, I do. Let's give you a big sword. And give you a little bit of a smaller shield. Alright, we're good. A little bit of inventory manipulation as we get into the late game. So we're not going to fight as many helmets. So we want Horatio to have a better weapon for just hitting people in general. And that's what that sword is for. It won't be as effective against helmets, but we still do have Pippi and Helmetor, who both have Helmet Smashers equipped. So, money, 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 money. Money is still good. I still want it. Please and thank you. Ooh, yes, I followed those money trails real nicely. That. Okay, this wasn't as bad of a Mount Olympus position as I kind of initially expected. So, Jerkimini's has put the bridge back, and that means we get to go to Mount Olympus, which is the only map in the main campaign that is not one map, like Chapter 2, the gimmick with the cupcakes. That is not 2 maps, like every other chapter. It's not even 3 maps. This chapter is 4 maps long. Do you want to know the reason why it's 4 maps long? It's because 3 of the maps are stealth maps that have 0 RNG and only 1 character in them at all. And it's Yosef. Yosef is just sneaking through. And so you think that, like, hey, no RNG, that means it's consistent. Consistent strats are good for speedruns, right? Well, the main draw of this game, at least to me, is the RNG. Like, it's fun to just have chaos happen and for you to try and react as best as you can. Like, the mechanics of this game really rely on RNG. Between you needing to position well to see who you'll attack, between enemies having chaotic patterns, everyone basically being able to miss anything, a bunch of events are chaotic. These 3 maps, though, I've done them before in the exact same way, and I'll do them again in the exact same way. So yeah, donations for like 3 minutes, please. I might interrupt once or twice, but yeah. Chapter 5 is a chapter. I need to look around for any wasps. There have been 5 that have gotten into my house within the past, like, 30 hours. So I'm really hoping there aren't any anymore, because they suck, and I have time to look around. There is so little going on during this chapter. Oh, his skull got blasted all the way back here? That's kind of rare. Can we get the dodge? Oh no, not well. The chapters of this map, you get a full heal between every chapter. So, like, taking that damage boost there means nothing. It can't kill me. I will full heal as soon as I get to the next exit. So, like, at least this map does have this quick escape. You're supposed to hit 3 switches? No. No. No, 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 no. We're just going to go to... I forget his name. He has a funny name. Maybe I can go over and see it. Nope. Okay. Game's gonna take control over me. But Yoked. Yoked the Gnome. Yoked the Gnome. But he will, if you pick up the key on the first floor, he'll launch you all the way across the second floor. So we at least don't have to do the longest and worst of the 3 boring maps, but we still have to do quite a bit of them. Less I. So there is, in all 3 of these maps, a singular instance of RNG that matters. So the amount of damage you take if you dodge a laser is technically RNG, but it doesn't matter. This matters. An actual enemy in one of these maps. So we can't fight him, we don't have a weapon, we have our bare hand. But he can fight us, and he's a Cyclops unit. If you haven't noticed, when Helmetor does it, Cyclops units have a chance to knock people back. He did it. Okay. He did it. He did it. I'm gonna die so I can restart the chapter quicker. That's legitimately the better option in this case. There's like a 1 in 10 chance of that happening. If it does, you just restart the map, which loses like a minute and a half. It's not the worst map to lose on, but you know, you just can't do anything about it. He just hits you sometimes. If you really wanted, you could like lure him all the way back around, but that's way slow. Like, it's usually better to just reset once than it is to do the lure. Because if you get it right, if you get the good RNG, which again happens like 90% of the time, which hopefully we'll see here. Don't knock me back twice in a row, buddy. Thank you. So yeah, if he doesn't knock you back, you can just walk past him straight to the end. Bye! Toodaloo! And again, you heal between all of the maps, so Yosef's back to full health. I don't even need to worry about the damage I took. But we are now getting onto, honestly, one of my favorite single maps of the entire game. It's a shame that I had to be put in this chapter, but whatever. This is 5-4. Chapter 5, Map 4. This map has some of the most things going on at any one time. So, first off, launch pads. Boing! Really, really fun. We'll launch you to a random spot on the other, like, corner of the map. There's also the thing that you're about to see here in a sec, which is the wind. This happens every third turn for the first like 9 or 10. It depends on if you count as starting after turn 1 or before turn 2. You move here, you move here, you move here, you get on the thing. Wow, you are far away. Okay. Yeah, so every single unit on the map will be moved a random number of spaces every 3 turns. That is what the wind does. So you have to very much quickly react, figure out where all your units are, what's going on, what is the best placement for each of them to get to where you need to go. And then as soon as you are in position, it oftentimes is like, oh, well, it's happening again. I gotta move all my units some more. And then the other thing that makes this map really fun is parachutes. So we need to escape. The Sphinx is blocking the exit, but you hit, down here. But there is, you know, a giant like hole in the floor that you can see below us, like right here. What if we just jumped out of that? That would be an escape route, right? But we do need parachutes in order to, you know, survive this jump. Luckily, the enemies have parachutes for everyone! Yay! You move here, you touch the parachute, and then come back down. You touch this parachute, and then you come back down. You're netted. Okay. Because I'm not actually going to be able to get any damage off this turn, but we got several of parachute, which is good. Because even Pixie Who Can Fly needs a parachute. So we need 5 of them, which means killing 5 enemies and stepping on 5 parachutes in order to escape this map. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, except there is a rare glitch where a parachute will just spawn infinite copies of itself, like literally infinite. I don't know what triggers it. I wish I knew what triggered it, because it's amazing when it happens, especially if it happens on one of the earlier parachutes. You just get like all of your parachutes for free at the start of the map. It's again so nice when it happens, but it's random, so you know, we play it where it lies, Squidward. But right now we only need 1 parachute left, and hey look, goodbye is really low. Goodbye!
Yes.
Oh, there are 2 parachutes actually now within range. Yeah, I cleaned up this map hard. It was awesome. I love when I do that. So we're gonna move. Oh, wait, the wind. Please leave Horatio near a parachute. Awesome. Good, 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 good. So he just needs to walk over it and then move back towards the center. Back towards the center. You blow up someone. You just get back towards the center. Because once you've collected all the parachutes that you need, the final boss of the chapter spawns in. And that is Marshall. Marshall, the giant floating baby head. After Phineas and Ferb ended, he had to come here to get this job as a security watchman. So he can block the gate off. With all 5 of my units still alive and no other targets in sight, we run around Marshall. So, bye-bye, baby head. Toodaloo. And that is the end of Chapter 5. Again, really boring chapter for like the first 5 minutes, but then that last map is just good. So we are back into our base, and we now need to go find a spaceship, if you remember. So Yosef grabbed his other eye from their eye vault. He knows where we can find the spaceship. Jerkamedes, the same guy who's been harassing us throughout the entire story. I'm going this. Oh, right, it's this one. Derp. Confused it with one of the other maps. But he actually owns a spaceship, believe it or not. So, it's suspicious looking mountain right here. I wonder if that'll come into play later. Maybe. Just maybe. Also, I'm getting a lot of money, which is nice. But where is Sunny Butts? Right, it's right here, right? It's like right. Where's Sunny Butts? There it is. Okay. I got a little lost there because I thought we were on a different map. Again, there are 5 of them. They're really big, and easy to mess up. So I almost did that, but no, we're here, and so we found Jerkamedes. We're just gonna ask him to borrow his ship. No big deal, right? It's not like we're interrupting a spa day that he has specifically asked for no one to disturb him. I'm sure this won't go wrong at all. And so after that last chapter, which had a bunch of stealth maps, they decided that the best thing to go for is a stealth map. I promise this one isn't as boring. Because this was like a pseudo stealth map. This is just a gimmick map, basically, I'd call it. So, if you, at any point with any unit, walk within 1 tile of these vases, you will knock it down, and that will trigger this, it's a loud noise when a vase falls over. That'll make Jerkamedes go like, hey, who's looking at my spa day? Who's interrupting me? We don't want that, because that means we have to fight these enemies. So instead, we just have 1 unit, who is our pixie, sneak around, and that way we can get to Jerkamedes without triggering his guards, which means the guards failed, and Jerkamedes doesn't like people who fail him. Bye. So he's still angry at us as well for interrupting his spa day. He tries to teleport away, but he's out of magic. We've got him now, boys. And so our pixie up here is going to 1v1 Jerkamedes for a couple of reasons that you'll see here in a sec. So 1, pixie does big damage. We already established that. Boof. Yeah, double-digit damage is huge. But the second is that Jerkamedes teleports away every single time you hit him. So if you try and get multiple units next to him, typically only 1 will hit him, and then he'll teleport away to somewhere else. And none of your other units will hit him anyways. So, that's bad. So we just end up pip one of our big high damage dealers who's also really fast to get through the maze. And yeah, just explode him 3 times. Something else that, he actually doesn't usually take 4 hits. That's kind of bad luck, but oh well. We haven't missed, so, that's good. I jinxed it. I goddamn jinxed it. Oh my god. I've had runs where I've missed like over half of my shots on Jerkamedes. He's really evasive. There we go. That'll be enough. But another thing that Jerkamedes does is every time he poops, the unit that hit him and everyone directly adjacent to him becomes confused, which means they have a chance to attack their allies. Octocopses could have done that as well. It's one of Jerkamedes' signature things. He has a signature weapon that does it. It's really obnoxious. It's really obnoxious. So by only having Puppy Person up there, only having our Pixie, we get, not friendly fire when our units are confused. Because they're guaranteed to be confused against Jerkamedes because he's a jerk. So, strategy. planning. It all works out in the end. And hey, look, it's this suspicious mountain that I mentioned like a minute ago. That's actually Jerkmedes' home, the Jerk Dome. And so we're going to chase him to there because he's running out of magic. He can't teleport away forever. And we're going to demand that he give us a spaceship by any means necessary. So this is Chapter 6-2. 5 robots. Okay. He can spawn between 4 and 7 robots. It's really scary if he spawns more. And that's because there's an elemental system in this game. So, pixies, for example, shoot fire. Fire is strong against fur. But, pixies are weak to electric. And you know what type of unit has electricity? Yeah, it's the robots. They can also teleport behind you. Which, okay, thank God they didn't do it to Pixie. They can also stun Pixie, but like, so they do like double damage to the Pixie. Just stun the heck out of it. I don't like this position actually at all. I'm a little scared here. It's a little stupid to have the Pixie move farther away, but I think I have to just to keep it moving away from this gaggle down here. Yeah. Oh, these guys are teleporting behind me. You may see they do double damage to the Pixie. So Pixie can die very, very quickly if I am not careful. So I need to be, yes, careful. So careful. And luckily, if I just destroy 2 of these bots, we'll trigger to the next phase of the fight. Okay. The robots will still be alive. We'll still have these 3 to deal with. But now that we've gotten Jerkmedes out of the way, Jerkmedes is like, I'm gonna just, well, yeah, he's like, I'll retreat. So we need to get him to unretreat by blowing up his house. Yay, domestic terrorism! This is not a condonement of domestic terrorism, that is a joke. For legal reasons. But, yeah, so we are going to beat up his house. And I'm actually move you here, you here. We have a nice protective sphere of units. And there we go. We have broken the last of these top right consoles. So that is kind of the first part of 6-2. 6-2-1, if you might call it. And now we're on to 6-2-2. A lot of numbers here. So the robots go away, poof, and we're on to humans who are so much safer to fight. All my units are pretty decent health, and especially Puppy, who is my main DPS, is alive. So sometimes your Puppy can just get walloped by 7 robots at once, and it's like, well, there was nothing I could have done about that. But no, it's totally fine. We got through it, and we are on to do it all again. So first round, he spawns robots, we go top left. Next round, he spawns humans, and we go top. First round, he spawns robots, and we go northeast. Second round, he spawns humans, and we go northwest. Third round, he spawns a variety of things, and we go south. There we go. Now I don't have to talk about northwest. Or now I don't have to talk about left, right. East? I thought you said west. I do kind of love how all these units are clumped up, because again, Pixie is AoE damage, so I can position him here, and know pretty safely that I will get a good, like, multi-hit boof out of it. Yep, we hit 3 units there, and there we go. There's a kill. That'll trigger destruction phase. This Chapter 6 is going pretty dang well so far, all things considered. It still can spiral out of control, but with a full health Puppy person, no one is bleeding yet. Yosef's a little low. It's, again, not the end of the world. We will just play it where it lies, Squidward. As we try to destroy his consoles as fast as we can. This one's full health, this one's half dead. We'll be able to destroy them both next turn. And then we will be on to the final phase of the fight, where you come as far down as possible. You stay up a little bit, you step a little bit, you come down as far as possible. All right. Boom. There we go. So, I mentioned earlier, Cyclopses, very, very strong. They're like buses. We get to fight some of those this map. Pixies, huge DPS units. We get to fight some of those in this phase. Lastly, mascots, which buff ally units standing next to them. So if it's an enemy mascot, it'll buff enemy units standing next to it. So yeah, it's the two biggest DPS unit types in the game, right next to each other, as well as getting buffed to hell and back. This part can go very wrong very quickly, and I'm actually not even fighting with Helmator because, well, there's a reason for it, I promise, but I'm actually huge not a fan of this. We're gonna play with some strategy here. We're gonna play some strategy because mascots, one of the things about them, if they die, which should happen here. No! Jerkamides teleported into the perfect wrong place. Oh, Helmator hit him. Helmator did enough damage to knock him into bleeding, which is an alternate win condition. It's hard to do because of how he teleports, but it worked. Okay. Oh, okay. Also, every third turn this happens. In Troll Spawn, there's nothing I can do about it. Except for position my units well. Like, no, this map is devolving into chaos. Again, I wouldn't have it any other way. That is exactly how pit people should go. But we're getting knocked back a little bit. Honestly, I think I might be able to end it this turn. You're not confused anymore. Perfect. Destroy, destroy, destroy. I think we've ended. Yo, that was a little sketch there at the start of that third just combat phase, but I got some really lucky power hits on Jerkamides to knock him to bleed state early. That's not usually what you want to go for. It's usually faster to take out 2 or 3 of the normie enemies that spawn. It's half of however many spawn rounded down. So with 5 of them, I have to destroy 2. With 6 of them, I have to destroy 3. But so yeah, usually you can destroy 2 of them pretty fast, more fast than you can destroy Jerkamides, who's a teleporting jerk. But no, in this case, I just hit him really hard. That was great. That was great. Let's get a sub-hour 6. Let's go. This might world record. With practice commentary. I love this game so much. I have a ton of nitro too, and I think I have more money in the bank. So. Okay, there's just a big river. Where are we going? Where's my home? Hold on. Where? I haven't been this way. I can tell because of the fog. Where's my home? Where's the bridge? There's a bridge somewhere. There's the bridge. Okay. 2 minutes. Man, this could go well. Fingers crossed, my dudes. Alright, so we'll buy as much nitro as we can, and we are now on to the final chapter of the game. This is going so well. I did a practice run yesterday that did come in underestimate, but I also lost both men and 2 cupcakes in the first map of the game. So I only had Sophia and Pippi coming into like the kidnap Helmator section, which was bad. I might hold on. Where's the map button? I don't remember what my map button is. I don't remember if you can. I think you can get through from below here. I'm not 100% sure. I'd like to save 6 nitro. Okay, we can. I do not know this map very well. It is fine. Right, I need to hold. Alright, by the way, Helmator is a bird person. You never get to see it, but he's canonically a bird. So, Chapter 7. The Bear. There are 2 maps in this chapter, and both of them are pure chaos. We need good luck. Like, you can definitely lose 2 minutes to the bear. It's just a thing that can happen. You can also probably gain 2 minutes on the bear. I don't remember how good my PB's Chapter 7 was. But the reason why Pixies are one of the best unit types in the game, I mentioned a couple minutes ago that Pixies do elemental fire damage, and Fur is weak to fire. You turned on the one direction I didn't want you to turn. Thanks, buddy. So pixies, mine and this AI one that I don't get to control, can destroy a fur every turn if you get lucky with it. And position smartly. We'll do here, I think. So our goal is to get through the fur as fast as we can and blitz straight up to more fur that we get through as fast as we can, so we can attack our objective up here, the star. Destroying the fur also has a chance to drop a bomb, which does like 50 damage in its AoE. You do not want to be anywhere near those things. They will wreck your life. So let's get, everyone out of the danger zone, please. You over here, you come up here. We're going to split the party a little bit. That way I can have a couple of different routes to get through. I think this side is going to go a little better, though. Maybe they'll body block this space right here, which would be unfortunate, but I hope not. We'll see what they attempt to. But yeah, see how much damage those bombs did. Absolutely insane. And the fact that a bunch of enemies got trapped in those bombs, too, is stupidly good. Like, that RNG was beautiful. Simply chef's kiss, my dudes. Okay, so you are a little stuck here, you're a little stuck here, whatever. We don't care about you guys. The star of the show is 100% the Pixie. Well, again, I'm just going to have blitz forward. I did make the Pixie, I didn't mention this, but I made the Pixie my hero unit, which is like a buff you can give one unit. That gives it extra damage, extra health, extra movement tiles. So, Pixie can move 4 tiles stupidly fast. And that also has one of, the highest damages in the game. Also super evasive. Like, Pixie is good. Pixie is good. And I'm getting good RNG to move the Pixie forward fast. These two are getting a little stuck, but I really do not care. As long as the Pixie is goated, completely fine thing. We're going to have Yosef and Helmator come up as well. Hopefully they and these two AI will help take the aggro. I don't want them to just gather all around the Pixie. I would rather let them gather around Yosef and Helmator. Okay, they're gathering around the Pixie a little much here. Because I want to make sure that my Pixie is always attacking fur. But when there are enemies nearby, it has a chance to attack them instead. So, I think my odds are better here, so I'm going to go here. You come here. You step up here, I guess. Sure. Man, these guys are really getting body blocked. It's okay, they're taking some enemy aggro, which is cool. All we need, though, is for Pixie to start hitting these tiles up here. Yes, like that one. The bomb will also help destroy fur. So when this bomb goes off, it'll destroy these 2 fur blobs, almost guaranteed. Which will let my Pixie sneak back into these 2 open spaces, which, since the Pixie is 2 range, that means it can start attacking the guy. We're going to put you here, actually. You go in, you go in. What are you? You guys are still stuck here? Gosh, really? Come on, guys. Get a move on. Oh, yeah, we're opening up some space here for Pixie. So, what the game comes down to now is math. Isn't that awesome? We need to calculate as fast as I can the odds of the Pixie being lit. So from this space, it's a 1 and 2, because there's this far of the star. From this space, it's a 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. From this space, it's a 1 and 4. So neither of those are super advantageous. We're going to put Pixie here. Don't walk over the bear trap. Those do a lot of damage, and I do need all my humans alive. Speaking of all my humans alive, hey, Horatio, do you want to get a kill here so you can, survive and level up? Yeah, I don't like how much he's getting beaten into a pole. That's a little spooky. We do get a full heal if we can survive this map and finish this map. But, you don't really get a full heal if you're dead. So, I'm going to try and move him into a safer position. Luckily, with all of the, oh, that's a guaranteed spot for Puppy Person to hit. Yes!
Cut it out!
No level up from... That's sad. But yeah, we have a guaranteed hit right here, and next turn should be enough. So as long as he can survive this turn, please, 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 please. There's about a 50-50 that the Cyclops here hits him. Oh, thank God! He's stunned too, so I need to finish off the bear this turn. Just finish it, please. Thank you. Thank you, puppy. Oh, cut it out, you pieces. That doesn't feel nice. Or good. I said that too fast, but I don't care. Oh, that's a huge number of enemy spawns here. Okay, we'll deal with it. We'll just have to get lucky again. Dude, this run. Again, I have 2 minutes to lose over PB. It could happen. It could happen. Who knows? That's a lot of enemies. Oh my god. And it's way more than usually, want or expect here, but it's doable. It's still doable. Nothing is impossible with possible. That's a lot of bombs. Luckily, so while our allies, the AI, are gone, they don't exist anymore, they got Thanos snapped, we do have another secret advantage that will help us out on the third turn of this map. I do need to be planned for it. If you don't know what's coming up, you will get blindsided by this event happening. But I've played this game a couple times. I know what the event is, where it's going to come from, and so I'm going to, avoid it when it comes in a couple turns. Good destruction. If I move up to here, it's basically guaranteed to get one of these 4. Going to here. Okay, I need to move further in because of the bomb. Okay, that's fine.
All of this is making
I just removed my choice. That little RNG of the bomb exploding there, but not exploding, but showing up. So you'll also notice that the bear fist shows up on random turns and will knock back our allies from random spaces. It's fine. But here's the event. So on turn 3, lawnmowers will move down specific paths and knock back enemies, allies, and fur in the way. So you'll notice I positioned my units that none of them were in the way, but a lot of enemies were in the way. They all got knocked back to Kingdom Come. And that means that Pixie, especially, is free to sprint up. We're going to have some of the humans also sprint up. This is ridiculously... Those mowers were like god tier. What the heck? I think we knocked back 4 enemies out of that massive cluster. Knocked back none of mine, and I got 0 body blocks heading into the next section. So, it is the final boss of the game, by the way. We're going to ignore her. It is a troll mom. I'll talk about her a little bit. Troll moms take up 3 tiles, as well as 3 slots in your team if you want to actually play with one. They're also fur, which means they're weak to fire. They're also 3 tiles, which means they eat AoE damage. I have fire AoE damage on my Pixie. Like, if I do hit the bear takes, or the troll mom takes mondo damage. Don't like that hand being there. We're gonna have to move here. Okay. Alright, you're a little bit surrounded. Whatever, just tank their hit. Oh! All we need to do is destroy this last fur. Once that is gone, we win. And if I get Horatio up there, which I can, he has a 1 in 3 chance to hit it. Ah, now it's a 1 in 4. You jerk! Stupid little baby man! Whatever, it's fine. But yeah. So, yeah, it is just a blitz to the end here. I want to put you here. You go all the way in. You go in. You go in. You're fine there. If I can get some good hits on this fur.
Okay, drop back.
Horatio! Horatio did it! That's the end of the game. Let's see. Oh, it's Horatio, the humble blueberry farmer, loving father, and the most boring creature on the face of the... Wait, what? Good. Get out of here, you charming individuals! I love this game. I love this dialogue. Oh my god, that was such a good Chapter 7! Holy guacamole! That's like 3 minutes of time save over my PB. 100% a gold split. You can use nitro in this final section, by the way.
Look out,
I didn't know that when I first started speedrunning, but I don't know, I'm kind of speechless right now. What the hell just happened? What was that Chapter 7, man? What was that Chapter 7? 3, 2, 1, time. That wasn't gold? How is that gold? Oh, I guess I didn't save 3 minutes over PB. I saved 3 minutes over. Well, I mean, 3 minutes over PB in total, not 3 minutes over PB for that split. What was that, Chapter 7?
Well, hooray for you guys. All your dreams
aside from me
came true.
forgetting the
All
map,
about my
a
dream.
lot of that was also the position of the home base in that last map that we got moved to. It was really, really close to the Jerk Dome. The Jerk Dome was in a good position close to Sunny Butts. And then I stumbled a little bit finding the ship for Chapter 7, but like, oh my god. What, 1120? I can't believe I went from having bees and wasps in my house to a world record within like 24 hours. This is the greatest turnaround in history. Oh my god, dude. I hope I don't get a run like this. I mean, on one hand, I hope I don't get a run like this in MS Midwest Speedfest, because my commentary kind of went out the window, especially towards the end there. And I swore too. Whoops. On the other hand, if I get world record in a live marathon, I will pee myself, and it will be the best thing to ever happen. But it'll be a lot harder now to get world record now that world record is a 111. Oh my god! Like the only chapter that went poorly was Helmdor's Fortress. Like everything else went smooth. Maybe like a little bumpy here or there, but like yo, I'm so happy. That's so good. I'm so happy. That's a world record right there. I am in practice, and I do need to get better at the commentary. I do need to get better at that. That's the thing I need to do. I think I have water in my ear or something. I should probably get that cleared out. But yeah. So thank you for watching. Unless you're a wasp, in which case you can die in a fire, or to a boatload of rain getting sprayed on you. But if you're a Pit People player, you should die in the opposite of a fire, peacefully. You shouldn't die, actually. You should play the game. I don't know where I'm going with this. Goodbye!